And we're back. What is up? Welcome back to Go Radio, where this is your latest soccer news. Almost latest. Who knows how long these stories have been out, but welcome to Go Radio, everyone. I'm very happy to be here. I really am. Anyways, enough with my sarcastic jokes. But yeah, anyways, let's get on to the next thing. I think this was an interesting thing to talk about because, well, it should be talked about. But anyways, according to Kick TV, these are the I guess their top 5 overpaid players. There probably are more players that are overpaid that don't do anything, but yeah. At number 5, and these aren't in like any particular order, just whatever. But anyways, in number 5 we have Falcao, who gets paid $320,000 per week. What do you think about that?
Quite a lot. Boy, oh boy, has Falcao not been relevant for a while?
Honestly, when I first heard that Falcao gets paid that much per week, I was just like, in my mind, I'm just like, why? Why does Falcao get paid that much money to underperform? Clearly he isn't the Falcao that people knew when he was at Monaco, just striking in goal after goals every week. You could, obviously, when United picked him up, it's terrible. When Chelsea picked him up, even worse.
He's back at Monaco now,
He is back at Monaco now. He is performing a little better, they say. I don't know how well he is playing right now. I don't watch the Monaco games. Not really a Falcao fan. But the fact that he gets paid that much per week is interesting. Why United and Chelsea paid the money to get him on loan is beyond me. He clearly, from United, that's kind of, that's their mistake. But Chelsea picking him up after seeing his performance at United, it's just amazing on how these clubs, I just want to know what happens in those meetings when they're like, okay, who should we sign next? Hey, let's get Falcao. Me personally would be like, no. Honestly, I guess the way they do it is put his name on a jersey. Let's sell him.
I mean, yeah, probably shirt sales are one aspect. I think the other two are faith and egos.
Yeah.
Faith just coming into play where, you believe in your heart that a player can turn it around, and the ego comes into you believe that you can be the reason why. A lot of people said that when Chelsea took him, that Mourinho was convinced that United were using him wrong, and he would be able to get Falcao back to the old Falcao. Obviously not the case.
Nope. Mourinho again. I mean, this was more of an ego thing, I guess. Mourinho thinking he's the best in the world. He's a good manager. I wouldn't say he's the best to ever step on the field and manage a team. Not at all. But he is very good. But again,
just some things are just maybe unfixable. Maybe you just can't find that form again.
I think it was an ACL injury, right, for Falcao?
Yeah, he missed out on that 2014 World Cup, and that's when James obviously had his breakout. And I think a lot of people were, probably saying, "Oh, only if Falcao was healthy." Imagine what Colombia really could have done here.
Yeah.
Not sure if anybody was going to really stop Germany.
No,
just seemed very destined that year, but interested.
Would have been interesting if Falcao was healthy that year.
Just maybe
they probably would have been in the finals.
Maybe that was the turning point.
That would have been a very good World Cup final game. Germany versus Colombia.
Well, no, I think because they played, they actually got to Brazil, weren't they? So they probably would actually have gone up against Germany in the semis.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Actually, yeah. Because
I don't know if they would have lost 7-1.
No, it was Germany who destroyed Brazil, right?
Yeah. I don't know.
Yeah, it was like
Colombia lost
7-1. Jesus. That was quite. I think if we have to talk about best games, remember earlier talking about Man City versus Barcelona, I think Germany has the bragging rights to say, "Oh, we totally destroyed Brazil at the 2014 World Cup." Because 7-1, it's just that's just in a World Cup game. That's just unheard of. Like maybe you might get like a 3-1, 3-0 win, but 7-1. That's just like as impressive as Lewandowski scoring 5 goals in like 9 minutes. That's impressive.
Imagine a Germany fan trying to say that their 7-1 victory was the most important victory ever, as opposed to the one that happened next time when they played Argentina in the World Cup.
Oh boy, let's hope not. I do support the German national team. I think that was an impressive game, but it's not as sweet as winning the World Cup. But again, it's whoever you ask.
Gonna take shot at Manchester City all show.
But yeah, Radamel Falcao, we don't think you deserve that much money. At least I don't think you deserve that much money for the way you play. It's just not. It's just not there. But anyways, let's move on to the next person. In number 4 spot, we have Steven Gerrard, the Englishman who plays in LA Galaxy now. Gets paid $117,000 and $117 and $300 per week.
I'm not mad at that one. I have to be honest.
It's something that exactly you can't be mad because, well, he's no Falcao for sure. He definitely isn't, getting paid that. Falcao obviously gets paid way more than Gerrard, as you just heard. But at least Gerrard, when he is on the field, actually contributes to the game.
So let's think about it comparatively, right?
Okay.
Falcao, for what is expected of him, plus what the players around him are doing,
mm-hmm.
and then you look at the contract, that's really, really bad.
Yeah.
Now, I'm not positive on this, but I know when he first came, he was playing very well. Steven Gerrard is probably one of the best 25 players in the entire MLS.
Right.
Now, I don't know his form, so it could be much higher than that.
Yeah.
But I would be comfortable saying that. You factor in the fact that the LA Galaxy, I believe, made the playoffs, right?
Yeah.
As one of the top teams in the Western Conference.
Yeah, they're in the playoffs, yeah.
And what he brings you from a star standpoint, what he does for the growth of your club,
mm-hmm.
I'm okay with what he gets paid. Falcao, he has not made Monaco the more popular for what he's doing right now.
Mm-hmm.
I know that's an old contract he's on for when he was doing that.
Yeah.
But Gerrard is now doing that presently.
Yeah.
He is bringing his teams to new heights presently. I just think, or not. I shouldn't say new heights because Galaxy have a terrific history.
No, of course.
I'm okay with the Gerrard contract personally.
Really? I mean, okay, yeah, you are completely right on that versus Gerrard versus Falcao contribution and like contract stuff. Yeah, for sure. The only thing is, and I don't know what Bruce Arena does out there with his squad, but he doesn't really put Gerrard in as much as you thought he would. I mean, look at LA Galaxy signings this year alone. Like, they got Gerrard, they got Ashley Cole, they got who's that defender from AC Milan? It's like De Jong or something like that. They got Dos Santos. Like, that's insane 4 players right there. Like, my goodness, I think that's the most one club has ever signed out of like in just like those 4 big names. That's a lot of players signed in 1 year. Usually, I think the most that one club had ever signed at a time was 2, and that was 2 Barcelona players, which Red Bull has signed, Henry first, and then Rafa Marquez afterwards. Like, that was pretty cool. That was insane. But this year, how LA Galaxy just dropped all that money for those 4 players is just ridiculous. But again, I don't know what Bruce Arena does with his squad. I would love to see, Gerrard out there more, kicking the ball, contributing more, but I don't know. I just don't see it. But I don't know. Well, that's just both our opinions.
Full disclosure, though, I truthfully have not followed the LA Galaxy.
Mm-hmm.
So if he's just not even playing right now, and he's just on the bench, and that contract is strictly star based and shirt sales and things like that, then I have a bit of a problem. Still not that big of a problem,
Yeah.
but a bit of a problem.
Yeah. But anyways, on to number 3. This one was a little surprising, not as much, but I mean, it kind of is. Yaya Toure gets $268,000 per week.
Manchester City.
Manchester City.
Not even allowed to play until he apologizes, says Pep Guardiola. Well, Pep, that's not happening. You know it's not. You're currently paying him all that money.
Just to sit and relax.
I mean, I'm under the impression that Yaya could still help. Okay?
Yeah. I mean, look at Yaya Toure and Pep Guardiola back in Barcelona. I mean, it's not the first time that they both interacted with each other, that's for sure. So the fact that Pep got into Man City and Yaya Toure is just, there, it's just, I don't know. I think what Pep and Yaya have they're both childish, honestly. It's just a childish thing.
Are there players that like Pep? Like, are there players? Like, I don't know. I'm full disclosure. I don't know.
I don't know.
Are there players that are open like, oh, I love Pep Guardiola. I love the person that is Pep. I love like everything about it, because Zlatan hates him.
Oh, for sure.
Clearly, yes,
Yeah,
Zlatan's on
Zlatan
another
was
level. Clearly, Yaya doesn't get along with him.
Of course not. I honestly.
Meanwhile, I mean, you've only heard good things about Zinedine Zidane, right?
Yeah.
Or Zinedine Zidane.
Yeah.
You've only heard, I've Jose Mourinho. It's up and down, but at least there's ups. Zlatan loves him.
Juan Mata, not so much.
A lot of the Chelsea players that now are not big fans.
No.
Diego Costa, I believe, kind of butts heads with Conte right now. But there are Italian players that would die for that man. I just, off the top of my head, I can't name to you a player that I remember being like, oh, Pep is my guy.
Maybe.
And maybe you need to be that way for Pep to get the results that he wants. I'm just...
There
I tell you right now, Joe Hart hates him.
Of course,
I'll
Joe.
promise you that much.
Of course. Like, listen, to my knowledge, I don't know who's publicly gone out and says, oh, Pep, I love everything about Pep. I want to be Pep or whatever. There are players that said Pep was a manager who knew what he was doing, who thought his playing style was great, because clearly, where you could see what he won with Barcelona is what helped him get all those championships. But I just don't know if there is someone out there who says, I love everything about Pep.
You're in the business of winning and results.
Yeah.
Off the top of my head, I can't name necessarily someone that I remember saying, I love Bill Belichick. I just can't. But I can tell you someone that said that they love Rex Ryan.
Oh my God! Please don't.
No, so maybe it's one of those situations. I'm just saying, I can name you off the 3 players that I know hate Pep Guardiola.
Yeah.
But I can't name you one that I know is like, let's hang out with Pep.
Exactly.
Just odd.
Maybe, and I'm just spitballing here, but I don't really know. Maybe Xavi, maybe Iniesta, maybe Messi, because. I don't know if you ever heard about this, but there's this one interview, and in Barcelona, there was this talk. I think they had interviewed Pep, and they had asked him, "Would you allow your players to say no to you?" And he said, "No, no one could refuse, or no one could say no, or like have, I guess like their own opinion on like the playing style and whatnot." But Pep said, and this is the only player he would allow someone to say no to him, was Messi. So the amount of respect that I guess Pep has for Messi, I guess Messi might have the same respect. We don't know that for sure.
But it's not even right, because I'll compare it this way, right?
Okay.
I'd like to believe that when the Patriots are in their meeting,
Right.
that if anybody other than Thomas Brady says a thing, that's not acceptable. But I'd like to think Brady can say whatever the hell he wants.
For sure.
I don't know this. I'm simply speculating. What I'm trying to say is, why does everyone not like Pep as a person? Pep, I just don't believe that you have to be a bleep to get good results. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe that's why I'm not the manager of Manchester City and just got the biggest win in the club's history.
Ladies and gentlemen, Kevin Walsh will not let go of that.
So stupid. Just so stupid. And then they were trying to take shots at United fans. Like, if that is the biggest win in your club's history, for sure focus on your club and not the crosstown rival. You morons.
Honestly, I don't know.
Morons. It's so stupid. Like, it was like Draymond Green trying to make fun of Cleveland for a 3-1 lead.
Yeah.
Like, oh, does that fix the 3-1 lead that you blew?
It's sort of like the Nike and Steph Curry situation.
It's just so stupid.
It's just there's so many factors that go into someone's mind of why they don't like someone or something. It's just honestly, like we literally went off topic. Like this is the most overplayed players topic, and we just branched off so hard. We went so right.
Sometimes you gotta.
Yeah, but anyways, Yaya Toure, I don't think he deserves that much to be just sitting around doing nothing. Pep and Yaya, please, for the love of soccer, stop your childish stuff. Yaya Toure, no one's gonna give you that birthday cake, buddy. Honestly, be a man, grow up. Pep, stop waiting for that apology, because you probably will never get it. So move on.
You will never get this. You will never get this.
Exactly. But anyways, guys, we're gonna take a quick break, and we'll be back with the rest of this list.